Start. Hey,
What
hey,
it
hey,
do?
hey. Welcome to the
Nice,
pod,
let's do it.
ladies and gentlemen. Pedal to the Metal podcast. Chadwck and American Meck give us the magical opener.
All right, all right, all right, all right. You wanna know how we like to do it all? We always sort of chill, hang, and talk about random stupid stuff all the time. What's gonna be our topic for tonight? Maybe the Super Bowl that happened that 49ers should have won, but the Chiefs ended up winning it. So, screw you, Chiefs.
Yeah, I was in between on teams. It's funny, I was with a couple people during the game and I kept changing teams. I was like, well, now I want the 49ers to win. Now I want the Chiefs to win. Now I want the 49ers to win. But I didn't care. It was a great game though. The fact that they went into like overtime, they almost went into a second overtime, which would have been like the first time ever in the Super Bowl history if they did that, which didn't happen. But dude, that was a close game. It came down to the last minute, and whether it was rigged or not, that's questionable, but I didn't see anything that looked like it was like calls that were like made that were real bad calls. It seemed like it was pretty much real. And the one thing was that one guy on I think he was on the 49ers. He came onto the field and he fell over. Something happened to his leg. That was kind of odd, I found. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
He probably broke something in it.
Yeah, something happened, and then
A lot of football players break something in football.
because he was basically just coming onto the field when it happened, and then that was it was like he didn't even it wasn't during like an actual play, but that was one thing that caught my attention in there. Halftime show, I thought the halftime show was pretty good overall. I liked listening to it. All the music was good throwbacks. What did you think of the halftime show?
I thought it was good. I sure was lit.
I knew most of the songs. Like I heard those songs so many times in my lifetime. Did you know a lot of the songs that they were doing, or?
I can't name them, but yeah.
Yeah, same. I couldn't name them, but like I heard them before at like bars and stuff, and it was just like some oldies it seemed like, and classics. They were like kind of like doing the freezing where they froze up and like did some cool moves. They had the band playing in the background for some of the songs. Uh, yeah, I thought it was good. It sounded good. It's like one song after another came on. Um, yeah, anything that you want like that specifically stood out to you? Any commercials or anything that caught your attention?
I didn't really see too many commercials. I was watching on something else.
Gotcha. Well, and in general for the game.
Yo, let's do a cheers for the football. Who won
Cheers.
this year for the
I,
Chiefs?
I don't have anything to drink at the
You have
moment, but
some. You got some. You got some liquor with you.
I have some liquor, but I don't have it poured. I drink an energy drink, so I'm gonna hold off on the liquor for a little bit. I drank a Red
Not.
Bull.
You know you have beer with you right now.
Nah, I don't have that with me.
Damn you, fudger. But cheers.
Cheers.
I gotta work tomorrow. I don't want to work tomorrow.
Yeah. Anything that stood out in the game to you, like plays or anything? Like, give us something. Give us something that you liked about the watching the game.
They fought hard. The 49ers had it going good, but then they lost it. And I remember it was like 10 something, and then the Chiefs got in the lead. I mean, Kansas got in the lead, and then 49ers just like lost their shit. Like, what the hell?
What do
And
you,
yeah, I don't know. Just
what do you think about the Chiefs
it
coach?
amazes me.
You know, Andy Reid. He was the football coach for the Eagles. And now he's for the Chiefs. Did you notice him at all?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
feel like that's what happened with the Eagles. Like last season when we made it to the Super Bowl, where we should have had it, but we lost it. But it's just because of the coaches, man. It's them.
you see, Kels, which is Taylor Swift's boyfriend on the Chiefs team. He ran into the coach, which was Andy Reid. He just ran into him and got real upset at him, like 'cause he was doing it. He was kind of like a dick move, and he did it out of nowhere. It was this whole thing. Did you see that happen, or
Nah, I think I was outside smoking a cig.
gotcha? See any? You see
Wouldn't
Taylor?
surprise me though, is
You see?
because
Yeah.
girls can be weird about stuff.
You see Taylor Swift in the audience. She was like, "Ooh!"
uh,
That was pretty funny. I was kind of like I was on both. Like I didn't care who won, but it would have been more fun to see her like freaking out at the end, like, "Oh my God, they lost!" But instead it was like, "Oh, they won," and she gave him a kiss, and there's this whole thing. Yes. Anything? So ads that stood out to me, since you didn't see any advertisements, but I did. Well, the people I was with, we were talking about how they were talking about how they didn't see any Coca-Cola ads or Pepsi ads and or beer ads, those three, because normally that happens a lot during the Super Bowl. And they were like, "Well, why aren't there any Coca-Cola ads?" And I pointed out to them, I was like, "Well, you see, they did this other drink. It was like something other than it wasn't Powerade, but it was like like a drink, but it was owned by Coca-Cola. It's like there was a Coca-Cola advertisement. You just didn't know it because they were advertising one of their other products that wasn't Coca-Cola. Because I think a lot of people these days they're trying to drink healthier drinks and eat healthier. So these companies like Coca-Cola aren't advertising as much their Coca-Cola anymore. They're advertising their sports drinks that are a bit healthier and trying to do that. So I noticed that was something that stood out to me. There was a Budweiser
you know,
commercial.
speaking about energy drinks, what happened to Chaos, the Monster Energy drink? That was my favorite growing up. It was like orange juice, man.
I never had that
What
one.
the hell?
Yeah, I never had that
You
one.
never heard of Chaos?
No. Was it spelled with a C?
No, K.
Okay, yeah, I never heard of it.
Chaos.
Hmm. One
It was
thing,
my favorite energy drink, and they got rid of it. I don't know why. It was my favorite one,
huh?
but why? Why, God, why?
Good question. I'll have to look into that after this podcast. I'm interested in learning about chaos now. So the thing with chaos for you was did it gave you the good taste? You like the taste of it, obviously, the orange taste of it. And did it have the same amount of energy in it that, for example, I know you drink Monster Energy drinks. Did it have the same kick to it?
Yeah, the same kick and same everything, but the chaos was still my favorite, man. It was still my favorite, man.
So what's crazy about energy drinks, and I just had a Red Bull because I was talking with some people about energy drinks as I do. It's like a fun topic, and I learned that Red Bull got sued because one of their old commercials used to say, Red Bull, it gives you wings. And what happened was somebody drank 3 Red Bulls and they sued the Red Bull company because they thought that they said they drank 3 Red Bull energy drinks and it didn't give them wings like it says in the commercials. So they sued Red Bull and they got millions of dollars because it didn't give them wings like the commercials would say. Red Bull, it gives you wings. So now what's changed since then is instead of having I never knew like I didn't know this all these years, but they changed Red Bull gives you wings. Now it's Red Bull gives you wings with 3 eyes instead of one eye. So Red Bull gives you WIIINGS. And they had to change their saying like for example, every kind of brand and company has their own saying, and one of the most popular ones that everybody knows of is Nike, which is their brand saying is just do it. So all these different brands have their kind of sayings, and like if you say the wrong thing, Red Bull gives you wings, you can get sued for having said that because people
That
can.
was so stupid because I love that commercial. The Red Bull gives you wings. It was stupid that should happen. They got rid of it. That was my favorite commercial, man.
um
And it was kind
yeah.
of true because you run and you run and you run. Like Red Bull is honestly more energy more than Monster. I still prefer Red Bull if I want to run.
Hmm.
Red Bull is more my go-to than going to Monster because Red Bull just rolls on energy than Monster.
What commercials
Oh, about dynamite.
did you watch the ones like I remember seeing them? They were like cartoon ones with like characters. That's what I remember for the Red Bull commercials. Do you remember any in particular that you liked?
I don't remember the cartoons for Red Bull, but no, I don't remember that. I had to turn on the fans real quick.
Yeah, so I think they can still do the commercials for Red Bull. It gives you wings, but now when they say Red Bull gives you wings, they just say it with 3 eyes instead of one, is the whole deal. Um, that's crazy. Whoever sued Red Bull and knew what they were doing, and it's like obviously it doesn't give you wings, and they knew Red Bull didn't give them wings. They just wanted to make some money off of Red Bull, and that's why they did it, and everybody knows it, and they know it, and I guess it's like somebody's gonna do it. Like somebody's always there to do it, to do that kind of craziness and take advantage uh, of a business when they can. I think so. It's part of being in business. It stinks. It's like dealing with
Dude, and I
dealing with
agree.
this.
Next, when I come down and come visit, dude, we really got to think on ahead. Like, what are we gonna do for my visits? Because I can actually pull out $550,000. Like,
Yeah, yeah, right,
almost
yeah.
a million, dude. Like, not joking.
All right, yeah.
Like, cheers to that.
Yo, cheers to that if you can do that, man. I'll give you like I'll have to go drink a whole bottle to that one if you can get $550,000. That's ridiculous.
Or at least close to. I'm not sure what the actual number was, but yeah. I could get some really good ass money to start my own business, and that's one of my dreams. Is like start my own business. Like this is how you do this. This is how you do that, and not having to deal with like other owners like bitching at you. All right, owners don't bitch at me, but some of the coworkers do a little bit. I'm kind of like meh, whatever.
What business would be your dream business at this point?
Taco and a food truck. Taco, cheesesteaks, and burgers.
That works. That actually works out pretty well. It's all kind of like the same kind of same kind of meats and concepts. Burgers and tacos, you use the same thing. You use beef. Well, and also if you're doing cheesesteak, you might do chicken cheesesteak as well as the cheesesteak. So you could do chicken tacos and chicken cheesesteaks and even chicken burgers. So kind of figure out how to use the same ingredients to create different things for people. Um, Yeah, having a truck and me doing the food truck thing. That's gonna be something I see you doing for sure. Uh,
Would you be willing to go hands down on with me in PA?
no, no, because I don't see myself being a food truck person. Like, I definitely be down to be a part of it with you and like join you and like I'd be like, yo, everybody go to Meck's food truck and eat his burgers and cheesesteaks and everything. And I would like advertise for you for free, but I would like probably not want to be working in
I
the
just
truck.
need to find at least one or two workers or three.
Yeah,
I'm not sure because I want to buy a brand new,
I'd
and it's
be
gonna be a trailer, man.
I'd be definitely interested in like checking it out and seeing if I can help out in some way, in one way or another. Um, I'm sure I can somehow. Uh, and it would be your business, and we'd figure it out. So yeah, I'd like to have a special menu item of my own on the list, a Chadwickian burger or something, and I'll come up with some ingredients to put on it.
How about a simply one burger?
Exactly, something. We'll have to, a fun something with a fun name and some fun ingredients.
And you'll be the first tester for it.
Yeah, I'll test it out before I. If I'm gonna put my name on it, it's got to be good. So, um,
And I gotta come up with like a different type of meat to make it like my own meat, my own. Cheese steaks probably were like regular cheese that you grind up, like the burgers. I gotta make it my own
oh, I like that. You could have
with like spices and stuff.
burger meat, and cheesesteak meat together as one type of sandwich. That'd be kind of cool. I never even seen anybody do that, but I think that would probably taste good. Actually, now that I think about it, um, and the cheese is important too. What's your favorite type of cheese?
Alfredo, cheese whiz, and yeah,
I,
that's my two actually.
I like
My two favorite,
the
Alfredo
Alfred.
and cheese whiz.
I like the Alfredo idea. Some Alfredo cheese that you just like you scoop it out and like you just like drizzle it on top of whatever you're making. That would be pretty good.
Yeah, it would be.
Uh, yeah, you're thinking of some good ideas that nobody's even doing. It's like basic different things that's what's called differentiating your food and making it a little different, something that's out of the ordinary and like I can see people enjoying that and going to your stand or your truck to eat that. I would be there every day. uh, might have to I might have to put some greens in there as well, though. I can't be eating meat every day. Gotta have some switch it up and have some vegetables as well, or something like some type of good side mac and cheese. No, well, we already talked about that before, but yeah, mac and cheese is good. Put some I'll have some. This is
We'll have
what
to I'm gonna have to buy 2 licenses, PA and Florida, so I can come down there in the winter and spring and summer, and come down here during the winter and fall.
That's the ideal way to go about it. I like that. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yep.
Say hi to my buddies, just continue work and whatnot. Get off work, just go chill, do my own thing, and chillax. Like that. That's my other dream. I got a couple of dreams.
Me too. A couple. So this is definitely one of them. Doing this podcast is a whole dream come true, man. Every time we do this podcast, it's like we're doing something. We're making progress. Because right now we're actually kind of building our business. Like we're talking about the food truck. We're already letting people know about it. So people are hearing about it. It doesn't even exist yet. And it's like people are already thinking about it. So by the time it does exist, people are gonna be like, "Oh, well, I already heard about that on the podcast. Now I gotta go get it." And so yeah, we're kind of like the food. We're kind of a bit of a food podcast, American lifestyle, and that definitely includes American food, which includes burgers and cheesesteaks. Those are two American dishes, and tacos as well can be. They're pretty much tacos are become like an American dish at this point as well for the most part.
So this, don't think about 2024 new resolutions about food industry, and that's what I'm trying to do is make something new, make something cool, make something happen.
So let's talk about next the bread or the taco shells. So either a favorite bread or a favorite type of taco shell, soft tacos, hard taco shells. Uh, both,
Probably
both,
both.
yeah. And what's your favorite type of bread? There's all kinds of different types of breads out there.
Oh, well, when you come in and talk to bread, my mom makes her own homemade bread, and that's when I'm just thinking about doing like having a maker in the
Yeah,
RVs, like my homemade bread. I can just easily make everything
yeah. It takes
and just like cook it.
it does take a lot of time to make bread, like a lot of hours, because you have to let the dough rise and all of that. So it does take some time to do that. But yeah, that's what's up. Wawa makes their own bread for their sandwiches so I don't see why you couldn't do it too. Um, yeah, bread, tacos. Let's see. Yeah. Um,
I'm just thinking ahead on how to get my RV started. And when I come down, we're gonna have some fun. I only got like 1 or 2 payments left, and I can actually start saving up money for my vacation for my car,
we'll have to make
and
some
then I
good food.
officially own my car. We'll have to smoke some weed too.
Heck yeah. I'm up for smoking some weed.
I know
Um,
Mike, my buddy, so I got you on that.
well,
He apparently got some good stuff.
yeah,
You got a
well,
dabber by chance?
a what? A
A
dabber?
dabber?
No, I don't know.
Damn, I was going to say I could turn some of that stuff into dabs.
Nice.
I can see myself like chilling at your place and it's like crashing on the floor with a sleeping bag.
It's like, like dazed out on some dabs. After dabs, you can sleep on the floor for sure. You're just like, whatever. I'm on the floor. Hey, uh,
I'm gonna slip hand that. You got an extra pillow? Oh yeah, I got you. Or just buy me a old pillow because after I pay off my car, I'm gonna save a lot of money, like hopefully 15 G's. Because the last time my dad kind of ruined my savings account. He went on vacation. He's like, son, so whatever, dad. You know,
Yeah, you gotta have some.
although I want to say screw you, but I didn't.
It's hard not to want to have fun when you're on vacation. You know, that's the whole point of vacation.
So I got to restart, but all I need is like $1,500, and I was so close to reaching it. But it's February, so if I save right and do the math correctly, after my last next 2 or 3 payments during the week, I should be able to just save up all the money for Florida, and it'll be perfect. And then I can talk to my dad, be like, "Dad, my insurance, can we plan it like after April, after I take it over?" And I'm hoping that he's going to say, "Yeah, you're good. Like, let me have my fun,
Right.
please. Let me enjoy my birthday with my boys." you know,
Some good food. Man.
that too.
Um,
Yeah, so many recipes right now.
Alrighty then.
Especially if you got a grill, I can make us like some cheddar cheese burgers
Ooh.
right now.
Heck yeah, I like making
With
burgers.
just buying ground beef and everything, like us just chilling. I can see that.
Oh man, it's gonna be wild. We'll see what happens. We might be getting a keg as well.
Oh, dude, I'd totally be down to stay at your place for the week for doing that.
Get a. Oh man, it's gonna be a wild time. But
Yo, you should buy like a old refrigerator
yeah,
that works perfectly fine, and drill holes in the top of it, and like drill another two to like fit like the holder for the beer, and just like push the keg in there. Like keep in your room or your garage. Up to you.
yeah.
I would say the garage.
That's a good point because I used to have college parties with some buddies and we would throw parties and we'd have keggers and afterwards we'd have all this beer in the keg and sometimes it would just sit there and get warm and it would go bad and it would all go to waste because it was just like it was too much and that's true. It's like having something to keep it cold would be a good way to do things. Uh,
Man, I'm telling you, get a beer fridge, man. Get a beer fridge, or at least a kegerator. But I say do it my way, and it's probably cheaper, and you can find shit on Facebook.
True. I've actually I've picked up some good fridges like that for cheap at like garage sales and back in the day. So yeah, it's possible to get good fridges for good prices. Facebook Marketplace is a good place to go for things to find good deals as well. But yeah,
That's what we did in PA, but my mom and I already had an old fridge that we had for several years. Uh, replaced it with something fancy.
what
So
you
that's what we did here, and I'm trying to get my dad to let me just take out everything so I can be like, Dad, just let me get us a small cake so we can do this and that instead of like dealing with cases. Like, it'd be way better. But my dad's like, no, I don't want to do it. I'm like, Dad, just let me do it. Dad, just let me do it.
if we get a keg of beer, it'll have to be good beer. None of this old college crap that we used to get, which was
No,
like,
I agree with you. Like,
yeah,
shot top, IPA, or something. Like, we split half and half.
yeah, Shock Top is all right. Yeah, man, Shock Top is a little bit higher end than the Paps or I don't know Bud Light or Coors.
Oh, Bud Light's cheap, man.
Yeah.
Course is cheap.
So yo, before the podcast happened, let's talk about what you did. What just happened right before the pod, which is something I found interesting.
What did I say?
Something happened right before the pod. Somebody came to your house.
Oh, that was the Uber Eats guy. Got whiskey delivered.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute. So in Florida, Meck was able to order whiskey on the Uber Eats app. I found that interesting. I don't use Uber Eats. I don't ever I always go to places to get anything I'm buying. I usually never like order to have it delivered, anything delivered. But if you're already Meck was up, Meck already had a few drinks, so he made the right decision and he chose to have some delivered to him rather than driving to go get it. And I thought that was awesome. He said it was only $5 to get it delivered as well, on top of the fee to pay for the alcohol, which was like $25. So it costed him $30, and he got a bottle for just an extra $5 delivered to him. And it was pretty. How fast would you say it was? Since between the time that you ordered it and the time that it came, about how long was it?
10 or 20 minutes between there.
Oh wow, that's nothing, man. That's fantastic for $5. Getting anything. So. And I had Meck ask the guy, because Meck, he smokes cigs, he's smoking Run right now. We had him ask the guy if they deliver cigarettes, and the guys at the door said, yeah, they might even do that too. So it's crazy what you can have delivered these days by delivery compared to, back when we were back in the old day, back in the old times. But Uber Eats it seems like your favorite. Versus, we talked about this a little bit in the past. There's the other one, which is like, what's the other service that you don't like as much?
No, I like them all.
Okay.
It was really DoorDash because they don't deliver late, unlike DoorDash.
Yep.
Uber Eats doesn't deliver late. DoorDash does.
Gotcha. Anything exciting you've had? I mean, this is probably the most exciting thing you've ever ordered was alcohol with Uber Eats. What else do you usually get? You get like probably food from like places that you go to eat. You can get like fast food even, I think. Sometimes have you ordered like from like, I don't know, like a fast food restaurant or something like that?
Yep.
Yeah, it's wild.
I've ordered all of them. That and Mr. Beast. And
Oh yeah.
Mr. Beast made some good burgers.
Yep. Mr. Beast. Something he did recently was he adopted 1,000 dogs. I think that's the right number, 1,000 dogs, and he put he paid $1 million to make sure they all went to people's homes. He like took care of them while they were in the kennel or something like that, or whatever, wherever they keep them, if that's the right word. And he was able to get all these dogs to go to people's houses or people's places, so they could have adopted dogs, and he helped a lot of dogs out. So I thought that was nice of him. Uh, yeah, I know you have some
I
dogs,
think that's cool and all, but sort of money thing. Nothing makes sense on him.
right? I think that's the whole point, is to not make any sense for the videos. Another thing he did recently was he brought water to, I think it was Africa. There's people in Africa who didn't have water, clean drinking water, and he built like wells out
Yeah,
there.
that's my parents. You think we could close it out?
Yeah, if you want to shut this out, I think we did a good shift here on the pod. Hope you all enjoyed. This is Chadwck. That's American Meck. Pedal to the Metal podcast. Close this out, ball.
You know how he's like, you know what? You got your boy Chadwck, you got your boy Mike here, and we all just like to chill, talk about, talk about uh fast food restaurants. We like to talk about a bit of everything here. We all love you. Y'all have a great, wonderful night. This is our podcast, com. Please like, subscribe that button. Alright, later, y'all.
We ha-
Peace.
Peace. We actually don't have pedal to the metal.com yet, but we do have a YouTube channel. See you all soon. Peace.